Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel and want the subscribe button, that would be awesome. Today, we are finally getting the Skyline aligned. Going to be going to the alignment shop I went to in the last video, Eden Customs. Thank you again, Spencer and Tyler, for always taking care of me, and Edwin, the owner of Eden Customs. So right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and jack the car up, make sure all the jam nuts, locking bolts, brake lines are clear and are tight. I have quite the drive. Also going to be linking up with Brian and Warren since we can't chill in the shop due to the whole pandemic. We need an extra ride around town while we wait. Also going to be getting Nesto's old Civic aligned for Chris as his daily, since the S13 that Chris got isn't registered yet. So we have quite a bit to do on our list today, and then once all the alignments are done, we're going to be working on the 370 because I guess the transmission is whining and we're hoping it's just like the motor mounts, or we need to change the fluid. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this checkup. Sweet, so everything is tightened up. Tension arms, LCA, coilovers, brake lines, clear all obstructions. Unfortunately, it's hot as hell outside. What are we looking at right now, boys? Ooh, it is already 90 degrees outside and it's 9 o'clock. Alignment is at 11, no tint. I haven't tried the AC in this car, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the car warmed up. We'll go to Brian's house to our alignment and play the rest of the day by ear. Miss that Tommy rumble. Looking good. Okay, so first drive honestly feels significantly stiffer. Suspension feels so much more firm. I am rubbing on bumps. You heard that. Honestly, it feels good. It's not really pulling left and right, but you can tell that the toe is inward, and steering just feels so good. I can't imagine how much better it's gonna feel once we get everything dialed in. But I am gonna see if the shop will raise my car 1/4 of an inch. I don't mind paying the extra money for safety because I'd have to align it anyways. All right, made it here safely. Everything is a-okay. Rubbing quite a bit, just on like the mounting holes here. And there. But we should be able to get there safe. We're gonna go now. Nesto's, pick up the Civic. Made it to our second destination safely. Oh, she's looking good, everybody. I'm gonna see, I don't know if I mentioned already, if they can raise it 1/4 inch for me up front. With the passenger, it does rub when I turn. But overall, honestly, again, feels so much more sturdier and so much more firm. And here is the Civic we will be also getting aligned. This has been on the channel a couple times. Nesto and I threw all the camber arms and tow arms on it and didn't bother getting it aligned. But this is Chris's daily until, I don't know, how long does he get to keep the car? Quite some time, until the S13 is legal to drive. At the moment, we are re-securing the rear bumper, remove the tab, back to our roots, Honda roots, using cable ties to get this to sit flush. Bumpers, doors secured, trunk secured. Gonna go ahead and start her up. Here, want me to take the L? Or not the L. Nesto wired in a new airbag and we're not too confident that if we start it, it's gonna deploy, so pray. Beautiful. Holy shit. Brian doesn't look like he's having fun. On a side note, this AC blows super cold. Made it to the shop, boy Tyler, boy Spencer. All these cars here. This is my favorite. G-Wagon, G-Wagon. The was my favorite. All right, baby, we will be back. Look what Warren has. All right, Skyline is done.
What?
Oh yeah. Definitely fixed that caster.
Too much.
Fixed the rear up. It looks good. How'd the Civic turn out?
Not fun, Chris.
The new Beals here.
K20 swap this.
We're gonna buy Spencer's K20
3-piece wheels.
and then swap it in here.
Just kidding, this thing's too much fun.
Just got back from a long, sweaty drive. Skyline runs and the suspension is amazing and absolute difference with the GK Tech drop knuckles, low control arms, front upper control arms, and the tension rods. The car just feels so firm and so stiff, and the steering response is just out of this world. I definitely can tell using a sway bar and not using a sway bar, I'm kind of on the edge about running one or just keeping it off. I might just upgrade the bushings on the sway bar to polyurethane just because I want a more firm feel. But overall, thank you to the boys at Eden Customs for always doing such great work. Here are the current, oh, here are the before. So with everything installed, -6 degrees camber up front, caster was trash, toe wasn't too bad, and the steering head was not too bad, and then the rear didn't do too much with that. And then after the toe and caster fix, running 6 degrees up front, the machine glitched on the current measurement. It's actually 7.2 degrees up front, which is good, and the toe feels great. Steering head good. The rears, the front, he told me he had him raise the coil over 1/4 of an inch, but by doing so, I actually ran out of thread because with the drop knuckles, it actually raises or lowers the car, so I adjusted upwards. So in the future I'm going to get better coilovers. In the rear, he said I need to take them out and preload them, so probably next week I'm going to hit them back up so I can knock down some of this negative camber and have better preload on the rear springs. But right now I'm going to go wash up, load up some tools in the Versa. We are going to be draining and filling Brian's transmission with some Redline MT85. Should be another good time, and it is currently raining right now and the Skyline is outside. Back at Brian's place, Warren picked up a new bash bar for his 350 that he's going to get powder coated and all pretty. Our buddy Brian is also going to be welding on some more piping to make it more aggressive. At this time, Brian and I are going to change the oil in the transmission. Cool, so we got the fill bolt out and we got the drain bolt out. All right, Brian, show them how they're done. On the diff, we're just gonna use a synthetic 7590 from Lucas. Got our magic pump here. So here we have the drain bolt. Has some metallic residue on it. Hopefully the diff is okay. Pump it up.
Got it, I'm gonna hold the hose.
Yeah, hold these holes. What the heck? What in tarnation?
Slap, why not?
Oh my god. Dude, what is going on?
Yeah, I'll fucking save my day.
Eep.
Probably not.
Eep.
What was that? Wow.
Save my day.
I'm a broken.
One like is one prayer. One subscribe is one prayer. Pray for the day.
What was that, Hank?
Guess what color one's gonna paint this? Whoever gets this right, I don't know. I'll give you something. Some merch I have left over in my closet.
I'll give you some of this dick.
Let's test it out.
Wow.
Could you imagine? Boom!
I'm gonna call a pro gamer move on this one.
We done with the diff. Now we're gonna hit the transmission up.
And what?
Now you'll get some breakfast burritos, bro, because I'm hungry.
What a child.
Just got done filling the diff and the transmission. Right now we're gonna have the Z warm up. go for a test drive and see if the humming noise goes away.
Just to see.
Finally back home after such a long and hot day. Skyline is nice and aligned. We did resolve the issue on Brian's humming of the transmission. It was just dirty fluid, as you saw in the previous clip, but overall a very successful day. Next video, like I can't emphasize this enough, will be the front mount intercooler installed again. Ready, got all the hardware here, everything I needed. The bracket supplied, which is cool because this is a direct fit kit other than modifying a hole under the battery tray, but where the brackets go, there's already holes for them on the engine head. So incredibly stoked on that. I cannot wait. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, guys. I'm incredibly exhausted, but thank you so much for your continuous love and support. And if you're new to the channel and want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. See you next video. Take care.